But he that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and have given that he uh, and have forgotten that he was purged from his old sins. 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 9. Now Peter is touching on something which is very important to us, that is sterility in the lives of many church members in our day. Their lack of enthusiasm will eventuate in their not being sure that they were ever really saved. Paul gives this admonishment: watch ye, uh, stand fast in the faith. Quit you like men, quit you like men, be strong. Let all your things be done with charity. 1 Corinthians chapter 16, verse 13 and 14. Then when he continued his second letter to Corinthians, he said, examine yourselves whether you be in the faith. Prove your own selves. Know ye not your own selves how that Jesus Christ is in you, except ye be reprobates. 2 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 5. This is a very strong statement. You are to examine yourselves to make sure you are in the faith. If you have the idea that you can live a careless life and still be a Christian and know it, you are wrong. It is impossible. You may be a Christian, but you sure won't know it. Many years ago, a young preacher in Cannon Beach, Oregon, said to me one evening, there are many Christians who believe in the security of the believer, but they do not have the assurance of their salvation. You see, the security of the believer is objective. The assurance of salvation is subjective. Peter has well stated it. He that lacketh these things is blind, and cannot see afar off, and hath forgotten that he was purged from his old sin. He has forgotten that he has been saved. Verse 10. Now we come to this verse that I want you to pay attention to. This is why that I give this to my sponsees to read. I want them to read every night. Wherefore, the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. 2 Peter chapter 1 and verse 10. Give diligence to make your calling and election sure. He means, of course, more sure. In other words, the security of the believer is objective. It is something that cannot be disturbed. However, your assurance can certainly be disturbed by the life you live. If your life is not lived in security and truth, you are bound to lie on your bed at night and wonder if you really have been born again. While it is true that Christ has done everything necessary to save you and keep you saved, your Christian life to be meaningful is something that you have to work at. I have been married for a long time, and I never have to lie awake at night and wonder whether or not I am married. But to make my marriage meaningful, I have to work at it. And I have been working at it a long time, for a long, long time. Likewise, in your Christian life, make your calling and election more sure. That is, let it become subjective in your own heart to know that you are a child of God. For if you do these things, ye shall never fall. I have talked to many Christians who have gotten into sin. It is very interesting to me that I have never yet talked to one who had the assurance of his salvation before he got into sin. You see, the person who lacks assurance lacks a solid foundation under him. Now, verse